All right. Welcome everybody to this is week 3 of the winter series for 2021. Bust that. All right. Week 3
Yeah,
of
I think
the
someone on your
winter
end like kind of
series. The topic
because
of
we had applied
today's
for
winter
credit and we got the
series
credit.
topic is
We ordered a few
how to
items
create your credit profile,
and
your
we applied the
business
credit
credit
towards the
profile
items and
using
they sent
vendor
us the items
accounts,
and now
or AKA also known
if you guys even
as
saw that.
net 30 accounts. Okay. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to talk about creating your business credit profile. Okay. All right. Let's check out. Let's go to the board. All right. We're going to the board.
Because we should
Let me
only
set
have
this
one
up.
account. We only called one time and I
All
applied
right.
for credit once.
How we doing? Boom. Yeah. All right. So just so you know, the company is called. Oh, let's get this up some. It's cutting off my head. We don't want to do that, do we? Okay. All right. So bust it.
What amount
Business
are you showing
credit builder
for the order?
dot us
Mm-hmm.
is the website. Okay. Now
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you about different sites on the website that's gonna be slash something, right?
And see from here it's
Like
showing
how you get a
total
free guide
404.76
on
when I'm
how to
looking
build
at the
business
system.
credit is you go to
But
slash
and
free
then you guys
guide.
also sent
So
us the
anytime I say
money, which I don't know where that's coming
slash,
from because we only
did
ordered
a
these two
word, then that
items.
means you go to the website, right? Business credit builder dot us slash whatever it is. Okay.
So,
My name is Noel Booker. Noel A.
okay,
Booker
because when I did
Sr.
the order, it came up
Google
to
me.
like $400 and some
All
change.
right.
So
But
that
anyway,
would
this is the
be
contact
over
info.
$400 if it was
My
120
email
plus
is
four
Noel at
something. I looked that up.
businesscreditbuilder.us. Telephone number is listed down here just so you can get into contact with me direct. Okay. Okay, so we're going to talk about how to create your business credit profile using vendor accounts. Net 30 accounts is what I also call them. Okay. Now, in, in order for us to get to the part where you're creating your business credit profile, there's a few things you got to do first, right? And we covered those in the first 2 winter series. Okay. The first winter series, we taught you how to create, how to make your business credible in the eyes of the lender. And then we talked about the business credit
So
reporting
what is the second
agencies.
invoice? Because you
So
guys
let me
only
just go
sent
back
one, so I
over the
wouldn't even know
first
what the
2,
second one
right?
looks like. I just see a total in our account. That's it.
Making sure your business is credible in the eyes of the lender is the first step and is the most important step. We can't create the business credit profile unless this
Yeah,
is
because
done
you guys have
correctly.
us having all these
Okay?
different
So,
accounts, maybe that's why we don't
making
get
sure that your
the second
business is
I can see that.
credible in the eyes of the lender is basically setting up your business correctly. Okay? Setting up your business correctly. And these are all the things that you need to do to set up your business correctly. You got to have a name, a business name.
The
When you
workflow
select your name,
inc at
you
gmail.com.
create an entity. Okay?
No, just I'm
I should
sorry,
be
I
over
was
here, I
telling
guess,
you
huh?
the email is workflow
Okay, so
workflow
name,
inc at
entity. You need a business phone number, a fax number, an 800 number, preferably. Okay? You need a business address. You need an EIN number. You need a website. You need a business email. You need a business bank account. Make sure your licensing is done correctly for your business. And you need a
and this is
DUNS
the
number.
second invoice that
Okay?
you're stating.
That's the first step.
Okay, so
Setting up
then
your
we
business correctly.
The first one
And
shipped
then
out in December, right, or
what you
something?
need to
Or when
do
did it ship
before
out?
you start creating your business credit profile is you have to understand the business credit reporting agencies. The three business credit reporting agencies are Dun& Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax. And you need access to your business credit reports, which these
So the
three
invoice
companies
date on the first
provide
one
you.
is 12/20.
Okay, so you need access to your business credit reports. Okay, you need to make sure you got your business set up right, and then you're ready to create your business credit profile. Now, in creating
And the
your
first
business
one,
credit profile, it's not so simple because now that your business is set up, you understand the business credit reporting agencies. Now we have to find vendors that will give you credit when you have no credit. Okay, and that's hard.
yeah, it probably
And
is hard.
also,
Yeah.
these same vendors must report to the business credit reporting agencies, Dun& Bradstreet, Experian, or Equifax. Okay, and that's hard to do because first off, businesses do not give credit when you don't have credit.
Oh, we
So it's
have the
hard to
list.
find these vendors. Okay.
I just
Two
didn't get the invoice.
is
That's it. That's why I was worried because we
you have
have
to find the vendors that report to the business credit reporting
and
agencies.
then plus it's supposed to have been on the
Okay.
30 on all for
You
everything.
must find vendors that are going to report to the business credit reporting agencies. Okay. So this is a hard step. First, you have to find companies that will give you credit when you have no credit, and also be able to report. And it's hard to find companies that report
It hasn't.
because
Let me see. My draft was
these
found.
vendors are restricted and limited
Yeah, it
as
didn't come
to
at all.
being even able to report. So it's hard to find these companies. Let me see what's up in here in the chat. Can everybody mute their phones? We can still hear someone talking. Let's see. Juanita,
Oh yeah,
Miss
that's what it is. I'm
Krumi,
sorry. It is workflow inquiry. That's what
you
it
got your
is.
hands up?
I forgot
You
the
had a
last part.
question? Okay. I'm just gonna mute your mic, all right? Make sure everybody's on mute. Okay, so everybody's good. Is everything good? Mimi, the room security. You good. You good, Mimi. You good. It's all good. All right. Okay, so bust it. All right. Creating your profile. We got to find these companies, right? You got to find these companies that will give you credit when you don't have credit and they have to report. That's hard to do. Okay. So, in creating your business credit profile, it's just like creating your credit profile for your personal. You're going to find companies that's going to give you a little bit of credit. And when you do get the little bit of credit, when you buy something on credit, you have to pay for it in full in 30 days. Okay? 30 days. That's why they call them net 30 accounts. That's like an accounting terminology, right? Okay. So, and this is how you start your business credit profile, but you have to find the vendors. But I'm gonna give you some vendors, right? Okay, so once you got your business set up right, and then you got your Dun& Bradstreet number, right? Then we're gonna go to businesscreditbuilder.us/vendors. Vendors. And when you get to that page, there are two companies I'm giving you to start your business credit profile. Strategic Network Solutions and Summa Office Supplies. They're both on this website. Okay, vendors slash vendors, all right? And when you set up these accounts, use the affiliate code, okay? Use the affiliate code when you set up these accounts. Now, the first company I use every single time I start this process for my clients is Strategic Network Solutions. The reason why I use them is because they will give you $1,000 credit just because you got your EIN number and your telephone number is listed with the National 411 Directory. Okay? In previous webinars, which you can find on my YouTube, you'll find out how to do that. Okay? So, Strategic Network Solutions, they're going to give you $1,000 just because you got your telephone number and your EIN number. All right? Now, what I found out is that there are some hidden hurdles in the game. All right? And the hidden hurdles are this. See, when you're building business credit, when you're building business credit, you have to make purchases, right? You have to go buy something. So you just don't want to be buying something just to be buying something. All right. And on top of that, they don't sell the things that you normally buy. Okay? They don't sell the things you normally buy. So when I got my account with Strategic Network Solutions, I found out that they only sell on net 30 terms digital products. Okay? Digital products. So, hey, Peachy, get the door. Tell them I'm busy. All right. Sorry about that. All right. So, tell them I'm in the webinar. I got to talk to them later. All right. Okay. So, Strategic Network Solutions. So I found out they only sell digital items. So I looked at the digital items. They only sell digital items for net 30 terms. So I looked at the digital items that they had. The one that stood out for me was this thing called the web root. Okay, the web root. And the web root is a virus protection program. All right, virus protection program. So I got my account. Peachy, get the door. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so the virus protection. I got my account. I downloaded the virus protection. 2 weeks later, I made the payment. All right. Boom. That's a quick and easy trade line. Okay. Now notice that when you do this, you have to spend at least $50 in order for them to transmit your trade line. All right. So any vendor that you get, as a basic rule, make sure you spend $50. Okay. And they will transmit the trade line. Okay. So that's the hidden hurdle. And these companies, they change their requirements regularly. All right. They change their requirements regularly. So, like, my list of vendors that I have now is different than my list that I had a year ago because they changed their requirements. And our staff stays up on it. You know, every month we calling vendors up to see if they changed, to find new vendors, to take vendors off, add vendors, right? So that's how we do it, right? Okay, we got more people coming in. All right. Welcome to everybody coming in. Okay, so just as a quick refresher of what we already talked about, in order to create your credit profile, you have to set up your business correctly with all of these items: name, address, telephone number, all of that stuff. Then you got to understand your business credit reporting agencies. And then we start creating your business credit profile. All right. And this company I start with is Strategic Network Solutions. All right. Also on this vendors page is Suma Office Supplies. They're run by the same people, two different companies, but they're run by the same people. And they're really good at making sure you got some business credit. All right. And helping you out with that. Okay. Strategic Network Solutions, Suma Office Supplies. You go to /vendors and you use the affiliate code. Okay. Make sure you use the affiliate code. Okay. So, any questions about setting up your business, your business credit profile? And on top of that, I'm going to give you some more starter vendors, because it's hard to find these starter vendors, right? It's hard. I just gave you two. And what we're going to do now is we're going to go in online. We're going to go online to the control panel that my company uses to build business credit. And I'm going to show you more vendors and how we do it. Okay. Okay, we got some questions in here. I see that. Okay, hold on. Let me go through here, see what we got here. Okay, Wise, good information to know. Word up, word up. Thank you, DeMarc. Let's see what we got here. What is the affiliate code? Okay, on the website, businesscreditbuilder.us/vendors, right? When you sign up for the Strategic Network Solutions or the Suma, there is an affiliate code. The affiliate code just lets them know that you're signing up through me. All right, so that's helping me out a little bit. All right. All right, that's what the affiliate code is. I hope I answered that question. Mimi. Who else got a question? Katrina, how many do you need to start to get to the 80 pay debt score? Whoa, that's a good question. All right, so the answer to that, Katrina, is, well, basically, this is the answer. The answer is, when you're trying to get these net 30 accounts, right? You want to get 5 net 30 accounts. All right. You want to get 5 of them. And you preferably want to get 3 at Dun & Bradstreet, because Dun & Bradstreet will not give you a pay debt score until 3 vendors are reporting to them. So that means 3 starter vendors that report to Dun & Bradstreet. All right. So you got to get 3 vendors that report to Dun & Bradstreet. You buy something, make a payment, and they report. Okay. Let's see. Who else? Juan with the quick intro. What up? He's a strategy chief. All right. We help champions that. Okay, I got you. So you got that. You got your post in there and stuff. I'm gonna skip through all of that. Okay. He even put his contact info. I ain't mad at you, brother. All right. Abu Gouche. All right. I think I just messed up your name, but I knew I was gonna mess up your first name. Your question is, can you put the links in the chat, please? Okay, we're gonna put the links in the chat. The links to this is the links to where you can get the starter vendors is here. Business Credit Builder.us/vendors. All right. You got that. All right. Cool. Okay. What else? Can you put the website in the chart, in the cart? Yeah. April. What's up, April? That's a familiar name. She's always in here. What up? Okay, why I say great information. I still got some more vendors to give y'all too, so don't go nowhere. And I just want to let y'all know that at 7 o'clock, this is a short webinar right here. But at the 7 o'clock webinar is when I do a complete webinar on all the steps in building up your business credit. All right. All right. So, and that one starts at 7, and it's a different link to get into there. So you can go to events website. I'm gonna put that in the chat too. The events business credit builder.us/events. That's how you register for the next one if there's any seats left. Okay, so what other questions we got in here? Can you put the website? Thank you for the great information. Quick question. How do you find more of these vendors? I'm gonna give you more of these vendors, right? But hold on, right? So hold on, I'm gonna give you some more of these vendors. And if you're doing this on your own, now, when you build business credit with my company, we take you through 4 tiers of vendors. So we already tell you exactly what vendors to use, okay? Because all the time we're already checking up on these vendors. We already know what vendors to use. And we have all the information that you need, like who they report to, what they sell, all this stuff. Particularly, we give you their underwriting guidelines, okay? And that's important because you need to know if you're going to get qualified, or are you submitting an application that's not going to get approved. You see, so if you do this on your own, you're throwing darts trying to figure out, well, what vendor should I use? And if you're doing this on your own, what you would do is, if you see a vendor that you want to try to find out you want to use, you call them. First thing that you need to know is, are they going to give you a net 30 account for your business? Right. The next thing you need to know is, what you have to ask them, who do y'all report to? Do y'all report to the business credit reporting agencies? If they say yes, well, which ones? And the answer is Dun & Bradstreet, Business Experience, or Equifax Commercial. Right? Those are the correct answers. That's the ones you need. If they say TransUnion, that's not the starter vendor that I'm talking about. Okay. All right, let's see. We got another question here. April said, thank you. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. I will be on that meeting as well. 7 o'clock. Word up, April. How much for you to do it for a client? Okay. Basically, I got different packages, right? So you can go to my website and there's a pricing page. But next webinar, I'm going to go over the packages that I do offer. And if you want to stick around, I could talk to you more about it, at the end of this one, once we get all the questions out the way. Okay, so right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. And we're going to go to the control panel and look up some more vendors. Right in the control panel that my customers use to build their business credit, okay? So let me go ahead and share my screen. Share screen. Boom. Where we at here? Screen 2. That's what we want to do, I think. No. Is that it right there? That looks like it. Let's see. Okay. I think you're looking at a page that says step 3, start building tier 1. That's what I think you're looking at. Y'all may double check. Let me know that's what you're looking at. All right. That's what you should be looking at. Okay. Okay. April said yes. Bet. Okay. So now this is the the page that when you're in my system, right, we have the different steps. And this is the first step. Like I said, we build business credit in 4 tiers. And this is the first tier of vendors. Okay. So this is what it looks like. Uline. Okay. Uline is a company. But I want to let you know about Uline. Uline will not give you a net 30 if there is nothing on your credit report. If there's nothing on your credit report, then they'll tell you to make some purchases first. Okay. And then they'll approve you. So I don't even do Uline until I know something's on my credit report. And keep in mind, Dun & Bradstreet won't even give you a pay debt score or set up your business credit report until 3 vendors have reported. And Uline, they report to Dun & Bradstreet and Experian. Okay. 76. All right. 76, that's a gas company. So that's in tier 1. Murphy, that's a gas company. Okay. See, all these companies, you can start out. All right. The CEO Creative, Come and Go, that's another gas spot. Granger, that's a good one right there. All right. So when I tell you it's a good one, see, some of these you skip over because there's stipulations. Like these gas joints, a lot of times in this first tier, they're going to require a $500 down payment. But for companies that use their car a lot, their truck a lot, this is a good investment because you're going to use that 500. They're going to give you that back in a certain amount of time. All right. So, you have to determine whether or not what trade lines is good for you. Not every trade line is good for you. Okay. Granger is a good starting setup. Advanced Auto Parts. This one, Advanced Auto Parts, you got to go into the store. Supply Works. That's a Home Depot company. Global Voice Direct. Barnett, that's also a Home Depot company. That's one that I start out my companies with from the get-go. Barnett, that's a good one. Wilmar. I forgot what Wilmar does. I don't use them usually. Marathon and Hardware Express. Hardware Express is another Home Depot company. Okay. So see, this list used to be longer. Right now, it's harder and harder to find these starter vendors. And y'all got the inside scoop. Now, let me show you one more thing. Let's go inside of Uline. And I'm going to show you the information that we give you when you're building business credit with us. Okay, so we tell you what the company is. All right. We say that you're already pre-qualified for that, right? We let you know if you're qualified for it yet or not, based on what you have put in the system. All right. So Uline, they give you their telephone number. See that? They give you their website. Who they report to? They report to Dun & Bradstreet and Experian. The description of what they sell. So Uline, they sell, they're the leading distributor of shipping, industrial and packing materials, industrial and janitorial products. All right. 99.5% of Uline's orders ship the same day with no back orders. Okay. And they tell you how to qualify. Well, one thing, you have to have your entity in good standing with the Secretary of State. You need an EIN number. You need a business address matching everywhere. You need a Dun & Bradstreet number. You see that? You need a business license if applicable. You need your business bank account. All right. You need your business phone number listed with 411. The application may be approved for net 30 at time of order. Upon final review, the credit department may change to a few prepaid orders before a net 30 is granted. See, so they review your account and then they find out if they're going to approve you for the net 30 account. And then they will email you and let you know. Okay. Let's see. To apply, You have to create an account first, then place an order and select net 30 terms. The credit department will review the account. See, so we let you know for each vendor what the stipulations are, what you need to be looking out for. Okay, and that's how we do it for every single vendor. Katrina got a question. Let's see what Katrina got to say. What if you are a corporation, but your website doesn't have the corp or Inc. listed in the website address? Does this work for you, Lon? Yeah, that works because your website name is different than your actual company name. Okay, so your website could be whatever it is. It could be abcd.com and your business be a whole nother name. It doesn't matter. You just tell them this is my company website. Okay, but what needs to match up is when they do go to your website, what they're gonna do is skip over that nice and pretty homepage you got, and they're gonna go straight to the contact page. All right, that's where they're gonna look for your business name, address, and telephone number. The official business name, address, and telephone number. Okay, so I hope I answered that question, Miss Katrina. All right, so let's open up the line and see if anybody got any questions. I went through all the vendors that we got on deck right now. Notice that Quill is not on that list. You see that, right? Quill used to be on that list, okay? But Quill stopped doing net 30 accounts, okay? So our list is always up to date, all right? Okay, any more questions? Is it, Denmark got a question. Is it essential that our business phone number is an 800 number? No, it's not essential. What is essential is that your business phone number is a local number that is listed with the national 411 directory, which I cover in different webinars. Okay, so in the next webinar that I'm having coming up, I'm gonna go over all the details you need to know about that telephone number. Okay, but the required piece for that your main business number is that it is a local number that's listed with the national 411 directory. Okay.
I'm learning about
any more questions? Waz said,
then we can
great info. Can we do another quick scan of the list?
Sign up for these free
You
seminars. They teach you all that.
You want to do another quick scan? Okay, here we go. We're going to do another quick scan.
I gotta call them tomorrow.
See, this is how we do things. You know what I mean? We make it happen, right?
3 vendors.
Okay, let's see.
That do startup accounts for businesses. All you need is 3 that reports to Dun & Bradstreet.
Katrina got another question. What is the number to get listed with 411 National Directory? Okay, bust it. This is free stuff. This is free that I normally don't give out.
But it's free.
If you got a telephone number already,
any 3 vendors that start up,
and not every telephone provider lists.
Then
okay, not every telephone provider lists.
3 to build it up because you get like a business.
Juanita, Ramona, I see you got your hand up. Give me 1 minute.
I don't say my name.
Juanita, they say you making noise over there. Okay, so boom. All right, Waz, you got your question answered. Boom, bam. Okay, what was I getting ready to do now? Oh, we're getting ready to go back over the list again, right? Okay, let's go back over the list. So right now you should be able to see the screen, right? Okay, so we got Uline, 76, Murphy. And remember about these gas companies, right? If they are a WEX company, do not apply for more WEX companies at the same time. And all of these are WEX. Okay. Okay. April Callahan got a question. I signed up for the 411. How do I double check its list? Okay, if you listed it with listyourself.net, if you got a local number, you go to listyourself.net and you list it. And how you check your listing is You have to call from that telephone number, and you call the area code, and for that number, whatever the area code is for that number, then you call 555, like in Atlanta is 404. So if my number is 404, then I would call 404-555-1212. And then that will double check that your number is listed. Okay. But the real way to get your telephone number is to go to Freedom Voice. Freedom Voice will give you a local number for $9.99. They'll give you a fax number and an 800 number for under $20 a month, and they will list it for $3 a month. So for under $20 a month, you will get the local number. It will be listed each month. You get a fax number and an 800 number, and that you can get at Freedom Voice. Okay, I'm gonna type that in. Freedom Voice. That's where you get your telephone number. All right, because not every telephone company lists. Okay, and that's what you need to know. Okay, boom. What did you say about not applying for at the same time? Oh, these vendors, these starter vendors, most of these starter vendors are owned by or managed by WEX. You see this WEX on here? WEX Fleet. So you can only apply for one WEX Fleet within 6 months time of each other. Okay. So if you got one WEX card, you can't apply for another WEX card until 6 months later. And that's all of these gas companies are WEX. All right. So you just pick the one that's good for you. And if you don't have no business credit, then they're gonna ask you to put $500 up. All right. So that's good for companies that got a car or a truck running, and it's gonna definitely use that gas. So you have to determine whether or not this is a good vendor for you. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna do a quick review of the starter vendors. All right. We got Uline 76, Murphy's. We got Come and Go. I forgot what they sell, but I don't use them. The creatives, the CEO Creative. Let's go see what this is. I forgot what that is, but let's just go take a look at what it is. Okay, so this is a new account. We got their telephone number. They report to Equifax and they report to Credit Safe. Credit Safe is another business credit reporting agency, but it's not that popular in the United States. It's really popular in Europe and Australia. Okay, but it's gaining steam over here in the United States. Okay, let's see more about the CEO Creative. Has been reporting to Dun & Bradstreet up to December, but stated they are working on restoring that. Okay, so they're basically just reporting to Equifax, and they're working on reporting. You see, so some people lose their ability to report to some reporting agencies. You see that? So they evidently lost their ability to report to Dun & Bradstreet. Now they're trying to get it back, but they still report to Equifax and they report to Credit Safe. So that's good. Okay, so they got special instructions for this account. The membership fee includes access to all of their products, member discounts, access to web printing and graphic design at a discounted rate. Membership fee will also be reported to the business credit bureaus. That's good information to know. So if your business plans on doing some kind of printing like that, this is good. This is good because even if you don't buy anything from this company, your membership fee, when you pay it, will be reported to the Business Credit Reporting Agency, and that is an easy trade line. Okay. To qualify, what you need is to have your entity in good standing with the Secretary of State, business credit history. So you do need a history. You need something on there. It doesn't say how much you need, but you need something. You need an EIN number with the IRS. You need a business address matching everywhere, business license if applicable. You need a business bank account, at least 90 days time in business. So you could be a new business, but not 90 days new, not less than 90 days new. And their yearly fee is $69. So sometimes that yearly fee will just knock you out the box. But sometimes this is for somebody, this is a good trade line to get because you might have use for this stuff. Or even if you don't have use for this stuff, paying $70 for a trade line, that's good anyway. So you don't even have to buy nothing. You get you get this account, pay your yearly membership fee, and you got a trade line. You move on to the next trade line. That one's easy. You see that? Okay. Credit Safe. Katrina asked, what is Credit Safe? Credit Safe is another business credit reporting agency. So in the United States, the main business credit reporting agencies is Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, and Experian, right? Credit Safe is another business credit reporting agency. They're just not a major one in the United States. They are actually major in Europe and Australia. See, they're like the big dogs over there, and they're new over here, but they're gaining momentum now. Okay, they're gaining momentum in the United States and North America. Okay, that's who Credit Safe is. Okay, let's go back to the list. Let's see if there's more vendors on the list here. We got the CEO Creative, we got Wex Fleet, we got Granger, Advanced Auto Parts, Supply Works. Supply Works is a Home Depot company. We got Wilmar. We got Barnett. Barnett is one I normally use. Global Voice Direct. That's a telephone situation, right? Marathon. That's another gas joint that's with Wex. Okay. And Hardware Express. Okay. Hardware Express is another Home Depot company. Okay. See, at Home Depot, you can't just run up over it. Home Depot accounts are not starter accounts. But Home Depot has these other companies that sell the same items that Home Depot sells, but they target different niches in the industry. And these companies will give you net 30 accounts. Okay. So we're going to go back over this list one more time. Uline, 76, Murphy, Come and Go, The Creative, the CEO Creative, Wex, Granger, Advanced Auto Parts, Supply Works, Wilmore, Barnett, Global Voice, Marathon, and Hardware Express. And I'm going to put this on my YouTube. And I don't give out this list, okay? I don't give this out. I only give you a few of them every week if y'all been to my stuff before. So this is a unique situation where you get to actually see in the program that we help you build your business credit with, okay? So when you build business credit with us, you get your own control panel, all right? That looks something like that, all right? All righty. Any more questions? Because we're getting ready to start this new one at 7 o'clock. So I'll take on more questions. Was this good information for y'all? Oh, Ramona, I forgot you. You still got your hand up. Ramona, open up your mic. Say something. Oh, thank you, Sheena. Sheena Fane. Ramona, what's up?
Can you hear me?
Ramona, I think that's the sexiest lady's name ever. Ramona.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I do think that. All right. Ramona, what's up?
I'm trying to find out more about
I see
how
you got
I
your
can
mic on,
get.
but I can't hear nothing.
Oh, yeah, I
You can
got my
type
mic
too.
on.
Katrina got a question. Where did you say that we could get the business name in 411 directory? I'm gonna type it, Katrina.
What the hell?
Listyourself.net. If you got a telephone number already, that's where you go to list it. Ramona Bridges,
Yeah,
I
can you
see you
hear
got
me?
your hand up. You trying to say something, but I don't hear nothing. Can anybody hear her, or is it me?
Can you hear me?
Oh, you can hear her. Okay, hold
Okay.
on there, Regina. Let me make sure I got my microphone set up right, my headphones set up right. Yeah, it should be. Do same as system. Okay, try saying something now, Ramona. See if I hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you now. Let's run it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to establish a business line credit, and I am having problems doing that. I have a business checking account. I'm waiting for Chase to get back to me to try to get a merchant account. So they're slow to respond because they said the underwriter has to review it. But I have Chapter 13 that's 2 years old that they always run that disqualifies me. And I've tried to use the business name uh, to apply, and it still doesn't work. I have Quill and Fingerhood and a couple of other things and my Jewelers Club that I've been trying to use, but I still haven't been able to establish any kind of business credit. And I know I heard you say something about you have to have 3 accounts to report to Dun and Bradstreet.
Okay. You mentioned a few things. Let's see. Dun and Bradstreet. Yeah, you need 3 accounts reporting to Dun and Bradstreet before they give you a paydex score.
A
What else
what?
did you say? A paydex score. Paydex
Oh,
score is the score that the lenders look at to determine your credit worthiness.
okay,
Okay, so you need 3 vendors reporting to Dun and Bradstreet. So when you have
okay,
these vendors, you have to know who they report to.
okay,
Fingerhut is reporting to no business credit reporting agencies. That's personal.
okay,
I
okay,
got that. I got one of them. All right, so
okay.
that's personal, right?
Right.
And you're not going to get a business credit line unless you got 10 or more trade lines on your credit report.
Uh,
Okay?
yeah.
Yeah, that's the key to that. See,
Okay,
so getting them credit lines, see, they want to know that you could pay a bill. And the way that they know, or the way that they determine whether or not you can pay a bill or not, is to have a credit report that has 10 or more trade lines on it paying
uh,
on time.
okay,
Okay.
okay,
And the class today was how you start that process with these starter vendors that I'm going over, right?
okay,
So
okay,
you want to get to the part where you can get to revolving accounts. But right
okay,
now, today we talked about starter vendors, how you start
okay.
up. All right.
Right,
See,
right.
building business credit is a step-by-step process.
Okay,
Each step is needed for the next step. Okay.
okay.
So you trying to skip steps. All right.
All
So
right,
you got some steps to go before you get there. Okay.
all right, all
And
right.
don't feel bad because everybody does that. Everybody want to skip steps and jump the line, but
Oh, okay,
but you got some steps to go, and we can help you out with that. All right.
okay.
We got some more. We got some more questions up in here. We got Katrina. Okay. Checking account. Okay. The checking account, right? And we're running out of time. The checking account. You got. You just got to find. You got to shop around to find out which bank is already familiar with your industry. But basically, it's just going to shop around. Whatever bank is going to give you a business account, You just shop around and see what their fees are, see how much they charge for NSFs, stuff like that. How much is it to set up a new account? Some require $50, some $100. Okay. Let's see what else we got going. I'm gonna take one more question and then we're gonna be out because I gotta get ready for the 7 o'clock. Okay, it's a good idea to open up a business account and apply. Katrina, there's another Katrina question. Is it a good idea to open up a business account and apply for a business credit card at the same time? Or should you wait for 6 months before applying for credit cards? Well, credit cards is different. Credit cards is just like I was telling to Ramona, is that you just can't go and apply for a credit card and not have no credit. You need 10 or more trade lines on your report. And it's hard finding true business credit cards. There's a whole bunch out there that say, hey, we're a business credit card. Here's our business credit card. But then when you ask them who they report to, they say TransUnion. That's not a business credit card. It's just called a business credit card. Okay? So it's hard to find these actual business credit cards. We do that. Okay? So get with me on that. But you gotta go through the steps. You just can't go and apply for a business credit card. You gotta have credit already. Okay? Let's see if I can get one more question in. Does anyone?
I do.
Sheena? All right,
Yeah.
run it,
Okay,
Sheena.
So here's my question. So I was on a webinar last week, right? And I have
All
a
right.
business account. I have a business checking account. I have the $10,000 in my business checking account, like you said. I got that. Boom. I opened up 2 accounts that you said last week with Strategic Solutions, and then the other one. And I bought 2 things for $80 a piece, right? On each site.
Boom.
Now I got right. I did what you said, right? But then I got some kind of thing from American Express where they wanted me to open up a business account, but they want my personal Social Security number instead of just my business stuff. Like and I only want my business stuff. I don't want them to run my credit at all because I already know what's up with that. So I don't know if that's a good idea or if it's not. And then also I have an Office Max card and I asked them if they reported to Dun and Bradstreet and they said they did, but I'm not sure that they do after listening to you.
Okay, right. So some of them times the customer service person don't even know. Okay. So sometimes you have to go to the credit department. And that person sometimes don't know. So then you have to ask for the credit manager to ask that question. And then sometimes they don't know because
Well, wait a minute. Can I just find it somewhere?
Sometimes that person does, sometimes the credit manager doesn't know because some companies they hire a third party to do this transmission of files, right? So sometimes they don't know. And see, these companies, they're in business to make a sale. And they don't put much money into after the sale questions. Okay. So
gotcha.
sometimes it's difficult to find out the real question. Sometimes you got to trial and error to see what happens. Okay, I got 1 minute before the next webinar. I'm going to have to cut this one off. Y'all come into the next webinar. Hold your questions and come into the next webinar, okay? Go to the website to register for the new joint. It's a different link, and we're gonna close down this webinar, all right? And I want to thank everybody for coming. This is the 3rd installment of the winter series. I hope it's being useful. And if you're on YouTube or any of my social media platforms, make sure you click like, subscribe, notifications, and all of that stuff. Okay. If I missed a question, come to the next one or next week's. I do them almost every week. Thank you, Katrina. You know how we do. We run it down like we run it. All right, y'all. All right. We're getting ready for the next one. I'll see y'all in the next webinar. Thanks for coming. Saranada. Hasta luego. Peace. All right, peace, y'all.